Playing an ad-free Spotify playlist in your local coffee shop, well, it
Yeah.
feels completely innocent, right?
Yeah.
But in Mexico, hitting play is actually classified as a commerce infraction.
Yeah, it can literally get your sound equipment seized and your doors padlocked, which is pretty wild.
It really is. Welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at a legal explainer on Mexican copyright law to uncover the hidden financial traps of what the system officially calls public communication.
Right, and this is a massive blind spot for business owners because, so many just assume that paying 15 bucks a month for Apple Music or YouTube Premium covers them.
Exactly, but those terms of service are strictly for personal domestic use.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. The moment that music contributes to a commercial atmosphere like making a cafe a place where you actually want to sit and buy another latte, you cross a very strict legal line under Mexican federal law.
So it's kind of like buying a single movie ticket. Like you paid for one personal viewing experience, but you definitely didn't pay to sneak 50 of your closest friends through the side door to sell them snacks.
Yeah. That is a perfect analogy. The artists and the producers, they have a legal right to a cut of that atmospheric value because your business is profiting, even if indirectly, off their work.
Right. But here is where the Mexican system gets incredibly layered and honestly a bit confusing. A cafe owner can't exactly track down Taylor Swift's management to pay for playing her song.
No, of course not. So the law authorizes these collective management organizations to collect on their behalf. And in Mexico, a business actually has to deal with two completely separate entities.
Which are SACM and SumXFund, right?
Exactly. So SACM collects royalties for the actual creative composition. That means the person who wrote the lyrics and the melody.
Okay.
And then SumXFund collects on behalf of the producers, the people who own the physical sound recording or, the master track.
Wait, so if SumXFund collects for the recording and SACM collects the lyrics, that honestly sounds like double taxation for the business owner.
I know, it really does.
Are they essentially getting billed twice for the exact same 3-minute pop song?
It feels like that, yeah. But think of a recorded song as a restaurant dish. You have to pay the chef who wrote the recipe, and that's the lyrics and melody.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Right. But you also have to pay the farm that grew the physical ingredients, and that's the recording studio and the producers.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they are two distinct layers of intellectual property, and both need to be compensated. This layered collection system is fundamentally how the modern music industry survives.
Okay, so let's say a gym owner gets, frustrated by this dual billing headache,
Yeah.
and they just decide to plug in their personal iPhone anyway?
Well, then they move from a standard administrative problem straight into the crosshairs of MPI.
Because Mexican copyright oversight is split in two.
Right, exactly. You have INDaughter, which handles the administrative side, like the paperwork and registration. But MPI, the Mexican Institute of Industrial Property, they are the enforcers.
The ones actually doing the surprise inspections?
Yes, and the penalties mentioned in the sources are absolutely staggering.
Yeah, they can issue fines up to 40,000 UMAs. And for context, a UMA is Mexico's standard economic index.
Which translates to roughly 250,000 US dollars, depending on the exchange rate.
$250,000. Yeah, that is insane.
It really is. And that's not even mentioning that they can seize the speakers and force a temporary closure of the business.
A fine like that easily bankrupts a small shop.
Oh, completely. So to comply and actually survive an inspection, a business must physically hold those specific SACM and SumXFund licenses, plus the payment receipts.
Or they can use specialized commercial streaming providers, right? Like
Mm.
Soundtrack Your Brand.
Yeah, because a service like that operates differently under the hood than consumer apps. It literally bakes both the SACM and SumXFund commercial licensing fees directly into the software subscription.
So knowing this strict legal distinction between personal and commercial music isn't just fun trivia. It is literally the difference between staying open and losing everything to a surprise inspection.
Exactly. So the next time you hear a bass drop at the gym, you will know there is this massive dual-layered legal infrastructure operating right above your head.
But it does leave you wondering, if commercial music services are legally and functionally distinct from our personal apps, how might these specialized business streaming algorithms be designed differently?
Right, like are they subtly manipulating customer purchasing behavior, making us walk faster, buy more, or stay longer without us ever even realizing it?
Definitely something to mull over with your next latte.